pretty big news here in terms of the upcoming 8th anniversary, and that's in terms of the 3 new information slash leaks we've seen so far in the past 48 hours, I'd say. Now, I wasn't initially going to do a video on this because I don't usually like to do big spoilers and stuff like that, so if you don't want to see any spoilers, I mean, there's no character info, nothing like that, but there is a lot of big, I guess, mechanics or leaks in terms of what the units could be, which we'll go over as well. But I thought I'd quickly put that out there first before we have a look into this first, just so no one gets spoiled in case they don't want to. So, to start with, we'll go over the in-game one because there's a new in-game feature and there's also two things that are in the game, but it's actually in the data mines. Which, this one that I'm about to show, I guess we can sort of, you can debunk in a way, depending on how the game's going to work. So right now, if we go on options here and we go over to the other section, scroll down here and we got obviously character visuals, right? Now, if we go change here, there's 3 character visuals, so a lot of people expecting this means guaranteed multiple transformations, which is also confirmed in another part of the data mines we'll get to in a minute. But just in case this doesn't confirm it, because like I said, you can sort of debunk this in a way, sort of, but the game doesn't let you do it the way I'm thinking you can debunk it. So, for example, here with this Legend Super Vegeta right here, if we have a look at his illustrations, there is technically 3, which, like I said, when you do it, like right now if I try it now, it will not break sort of thing, but if I go back here and we go illustration 1, so let's see if this takes us back to, it doesn't take us back. So like I said, this could confirm we're going to get multiple transformations, so that's obviously going to mean like multiple arts. So for example, I'm just going to say, you know, the big prediction at the moment, let's say it's going to be God Goku and Vegeta, they transform to blue, right, and that's the new art style, and then they transform into Super Saiyan Gogeta. So that could happen, or maybe base Gogeta, Super Saiyan Gogeta, and then blue Gogeta, right, so there's your 3 illustrations, so that could happen, and obviously Broly could have 3 illustrations as well. Yet again, it's not confirmed to happen, but it's definitely a very possible case, and if it is multiple transformations that does confirm, that would be huge for the game. But we'll have a look at the data mine stuff now, just to sort of show you a little bit more in detail of what it could mean, or what it sort of shows and implements. So thanks to TZ here for obviously doing the data mines here. We can see that one of them is called Confront, and I think the other one's called Soul Tune, or something like that. So it's a weird name, right? So as you can see, this Confront gauge here has, I think it's been in the files for a while now, but I think sort of have Trunks as the last time, or when it was added. So it could mean a lot of things. Like typically, a lot of people got to look at with data mines and stuff is, even though these gauges are in game right now, haven't been used, it doesn't necessarily mean for anniversary it's going to happen. Like sometimes any game, for example, will add in stuff that may not come into the game for, yeah, maybe to a Legends Fest, for example, right? It's highly unlikely that's going to happen. It's most likely anniversary, but it's still there. Like they don't, every time they add stuff to the game, it's not instantly that's going to be in, right? If it's a, well, not an announced thing like this, for example, like Confront gauge and Soul Tune gauge. So it could be anniversary, very well could be, or it could be Legends Fest, or it could be next year's anniversary. You know, we don't know 100% sure. That's why at the moment the data mines are trying to work out what it is, because I don't think you can actually use it in game currently. I think if I'm correct, the file name in that is there, but you can't access it. There's no icon. I don't think it's just a random, like a random code. I'm assuming that's how it works. So it is definitely weird in a way, because like I said, it's not obviously fully done, or they've added it there for like a placeholder sort of thing. But if that happens, I'm assuming Confront would mean, like for Broly, for example, when Broly goes up, grabs Goku and just starts laying into him into the ice and stuff like that. I'm assuming I'm assuming that'd be Confront, because like, you're confronting him. And then Soul Tune, I don't know, because I tried googling it what it could mean, because I've never heard the word before. It sort of means like meditating. It popped up with one excuse, or one example, which to me, the only thing I can sort of think of what that could semi-relate to is when Goku's in Ultra Instinct state. So, for example, in the anime when like Whis is saying, oh, he's letting his mind focus on the fight, so his spirit is, into the fight, and that's why his aura started to create like a universe sort of thing, right? So to me, that could mean Part 3 Faniverse is Ultra UI. Maybe. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking for Sultry and what it translates to. But like I said, when I translated it popped up many different things. So it could just be another placeholder name, and then let's say, for example, in the future it's going to be totally different name. Yeah, we just don't know. Or they're just throwing these gauges and that out there just to, make this anniversary unpredictable, like they said, right? So we'll look at the other little bit of info as well that we do have at the moment. So thanks to Spoonie, as you can see, we have got a little bit more details. So I'm not sure exactly what this was to do. I think this is to do with, yeah, so as you can see, it's got character change and form change, which yet again could be hinting towards multiple transformations, which I think is highly likely at this point. As you can see there, form change 2, 2, 1, and form, I don't know. I'm not really that good with all the coding in that, so I don't know if that means anything in particular. I'm assuming that just means transformations. Because obviously at the moment we have transformations in Legends which go really hard, but having like multiple transformations would be absolutely insane. Actually, another thing I should have mentioned with the Soul Chain thing as well. Soul Chain could also mean to do with you know like the, what are they called, Dimension Shatter Clash with Gogeta, Blue, and Broly. It could mean that, so like Soul Chain could mean like domain in a way as well. Could be or could not be. It's hard to say. But yeah, as you can see, so this one here basically shows just more details in the files that there is potentially going to be multiple transformations in the future. Alright, so I'll put a manga character in. I'll quickly just change real quick to the one I'm talking about. So this Gingy, for example, now as we go in here real quick, we go illustration. So this is what I mean by manga, right? It just has a different manga panel. So realistically, if I go back onto the settings we were on before, and we go onto 2, it should realistically pop up. Unless, like I said, this could be very early. Yeah, very early development, so this may not work. Yeah, it didn't work either. Which, I guess we can try 3, but by looks it's not going to work anyway. So I guess this does actually 99% confirm we are going to get multiple transformations, which, yeah, again, doesn't obviously guarantee Gogeta, Blue, and Broly, but it's fairly well going to be them. Obviously because the movie buffs we got recently, with the God Goku Zenkai and also the Turles Zenkai, it's very, very lenient towards movie space, and obviously Gogeta, Blue, and Broly will sell insanely well, especially like if we have multiple transformations, potential dimension shatter. Like there's so many things Legends could do to really make this anniversary insane. So hopefully we see that. But yeah, that pretty much covers all the latest information we have in terms of leaks and stuff like that. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. If you think these gauges are coming to Legends for anniversary, if you think they mean anything, which other units do you think multiple transformations will look really good on. And yeah, because that's if you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.